Hi, my name is Kyle, and I was addicted to opiates and marijuana for over 10 years. What led me down the road of addiction when I was younger, I had struggled a lot with family life. Primarily my father, he got sick when I was younger, and he passed away when I was 19. And at that time, it just had been a really stressful road. He had a disease that just progressed over time, and so when that disease started, I found myself really escaping at the end of the day into drug abuse. And in that process, I learned to cope with my feelings and my emotions that I went through by escaping through that drug. My experience with doing heroin and opiates was a complete feeling of numbness. It took the things that I was experiencing, the pain, the regret, the sadness, and it just numbed them. It made them disappear. And so for me, that numbness was really what I needed to deal with that pain if I wasn't going to talk about it. And unfortunately, it led me down a road of stealing, lying, led me down a very dangerous road at times where I was dealing with certain situations, certain people that did not have my best interest out. And so for me, that lifestyle was fading very quickly. And I just didn't have enough gumption or enough know-it-all to see it clearly. I was just completely shaded, completely numb from the drug abuse. I was introduced to a program that was Christ-centered. And it's because of that program that I was able to look at my recovery in a completely different way than had been shown to me before. That recovery, again, was Christ-centered. And, you know, the biggest question I get asked all the time about my sobriety is what changed inside of you? What do you think happened that made you realize you needed to stop? Well, the truth is, I always knew I needed to change. I think the fact of the matter is that when I went into a Christ-centered recovery type program, I didn't realize until then that the reason I needed to change had nothing to do with the consequences that I was facing. The reason I needed to change was because this wasn't who I was. This wasn't who God created me to be. He created me to be someone who served Him, someone who served others, and I was acting in complete opposition to that. And so through that Christ-centered rehabilitation, through that Christ-centered recovery, it really taught me a lot about myself. It taught me a lot about the negative and wrong ways I was dealing with those issues that I had growing up. And for me, the biggest thing that it showed me was deep down inside, I am sinful in nature, that my flesh is never gonna be a good thing. And the only good stuff that comes out of me is a result of God, is a result of what He did through His Son. If I was to sum it all up into one process, it would be the stripping of that man that I am, that I have a natural tendency to be, and building up the man that God made me to be. I owe my life to Christ-centered recovery because without it, I'd probably be dead. But it was always the Christ-centered recovery aspect, how they put Christ at the middle of that recovery. And I think for me, that is the biggest piece of the puzzle that was always missing, was that Christ piece.
Hi, my name is Lisa Perna. I'm the owner and medical provider at Revival Recovery Center. Revival Recovery is a Christ-centered outpatient medical treatment center for substance use disorder. If you're interested in getting help with chemical dependency, you can book an appointment through our website or by calling 1-833-7-REVIVAL. That's 1-833-7-REVIVAL. I'm located in Brighton, Michigan, off of Grand River, just minutes from US 23 and I-96. I offer in-person and virtual visits. I look forward to working with you.